Sloka. So tonight we're going to work through some parts of this eagle drawing. So we're going to start with the drawing itself. And pretty much if I folded my paper in half, my eye would be in the middle. So in the middle of my paper, I'm going to start with a circle. And I'm going to then color that in. And you can go ahead and draw this basic black line drawing with a pencil and then go over it with your Sharpie. Around the outside here, I am going to draw the outside of the eye. And you're going to see me dotting this. And you're going to do the same thing later on, but right now you can just kind of draw that in pencil. So, above here, we're going to have a line that kind of comes here and down this way. And then it's going to head up in this direction. And this is where I'm going to bring it. I'm right here right now. I'm going to bring it over. So you're going to be drawing this while I am actually dotting it. What I'm doing right now is called pointillism. And pointillism is when we make many little lines from dots. Okay. So where have I ended up? If I were to put my pencil underneath there, that's right about where I have ended up there. I'm going to move you over just a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. I'm right over here. Then I'm going to go ahead and come up. And I've got a little bit of detail in here that we need to get right for our beak to look correct. So, one small curve here. Another small curve down and around. Right in here is where my triangle is going to go for that really dark part of the nose. Okay, so what do we notice about the nose of the eagle is it comes down to a point. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this down and around and up. So I don't really even want you to think about, oh, I'm drawing a beak. I want you to really look at the line and just say it comes down and around and up. Alrighty. So I'm going to continue this line down here till I'm about even with this, and I'm going to bring this over here. And again, remember you're drawing in pencil. Alrighty, we're getting there. So when you go back through this to pointilize this area, you're going to really kind of press and make many little dots for detail with your Sharpie. You're going to want to print this out so that you will have it. This is a project that actually my son did. So he spent quite a bit of time. It's going to really be up to you as far as how much time you want to spend on it. But this one is a good one. So now I've come here. I'm going to continue on down here till I can connect this down. This is the neck. So the neck is going to kind of come all the way down like that. Then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to push pretty hard so you can see it. And I'm going to connect that line down for the neck of the eagle. Okay, so where else do I have some lines? right here I have a line, and I'm going to practice going in with my pen, making lots of little dots there for that. Okay, so we're going to work our way through just a little bit of this together today. So where am I going to start? So I'm going to start with the lines that are around the eagle's eye. And again, I'm just going through with my Sharpie, and I'm adding those dots. They're very, very dark up here. Now, I fell in love with pointillism when I was in high school, but many of my students before that, they recognized that they like doing this kind of art, and so I like to expose everybody to something that they might like. So the closer you put these together, the more detailed you're going to get. But you don't want it to all be detailed. So back in here and in here, I might just spread those out a little bit further so that it really gives you a definition of the dark and the light. So, I'm kind of coating this whole area here. And then right down here, I want it to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to go back in and really kind of dot that whole area heavily. And then, if you want to put the detail in, there's another curve and it's a little bit more detailed that way. So I just kind of go back and forth. I'm adding a little bit more to that curve. And then I'm coming over this area and make that a little darker. So I start out with less and then I add more. So there we go. You can kind of go back in if you want, if you have some areas that you think you miss. So that's kind of that whole eye area. So let's go into the nose now. So this is a pretty dark area here. I'm going to work really hard to kind of complete that area. And then I'm going to put some little dots around it. And I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to put a curve in here with my dots. I'm not drawing, I'm just dotting. There we go. So you'll see that this front part of the beak is super dark. So I kind of will outline that here like that. Okay, and then I just take my time. And the bottom of the beak has a lot in it. Okay. And then I can just put some regular dots in this area. Okay, so let's move on to the head. On the top of the head, I'm going to go back over this because I want to make this kind of have a darker core to the line. So going over it a few more times. Okay. And then I want you to kind of work in this area and this area on your own, and we're going to come back with a second part, and I'm going to do the pencil with you, and then you need a black pencil as well. Okay, so this is going to be part 1 of the eagle.